Hi friends, in today's video tutorial, we would study how to use the XMATCH and INDEX function of Excel 365. So here you can see that we have some data with us in which you see the month names from January up to December and the sales in the four zones north, south, east and west, and the summary of the sales is shown over here. Now I have created a drop down list over here from where you can select the month. So take for example, I select January and take for example, I select the product as West. So January for West, that is January is in the first row and West is in the fourth column. The intersection of the first row and the fourth column is 796. That value would be shown here as well as it would be highlighted over here. Let's check again. Let's check for the month of December and for the product of South. So December is in the 12th row, South is in the second column. So 12th row and second column is 337. So let me show you how you can achieve this using the XMatch and index function of Excel 365. So I have created another sample sheet over here. So let me show you how we can calculate the month wise and product wise data. So let us first create validation for month. So we click on a blank cell, then we click on data. In data tools, we select data validation. In allow, we select list, and in the source, we highlight January to December. Ensure that you correctly highlight only that column E3 to E14 and click on OK. Let us check. So here you have the drop down list created. Same way we'll create for product. So we click over here, we click on data tools, select data validation, select list, and in the source we highlight north to west. Ensure that the correct data is highlighted F2 to I2 and then click on OK. Let's check from here. So north, south, east and west. Now I want to find out in what particular row is this August present. So we'll use a function of Excel called as XMatch and then we'll give open parenthesis. What is the value to look up? So I want to look up for August, comma. Where do you want to look for that value? Over here. And just press enter. So it is telling me that August is in the 8th row. In the same way, I want to find out east is in which column. So again, I'll use X match. What is the value to look? This is the value, comma. Where do we want to look for the value? In this range, enter. So east is in the third column. Now I want to find out that cell address which is on the 8th row and on the third column. In order to do that, I'll use a function of Excel called as index. I'll give open parenthesis. First it is asking me to highlight the array. So I'll highlight my entire array this way. Then I'll give a comma. What is the row number? So the row number is this, comma. And what is the column number? It is this. Close parenthesis, hit enter. So 8th row and third column is 542. Let's check with some another data. January and north. So January and north, it is 686. Let's check for December and west. So December and west, it is 365. Now I would like to highlight that cells. So remember, this cell address is F3 and this cell address is C7. So we highlight this entire data. Then we click on Home and we select Conditional Formatting. In Conditional Formatting, we select New Rule. In New Rule, we select Use Formula. And over here, we type equal to. Now, what is this cell address? This cell address is F3. So we type F3 equals to. What is this cell address? It is C7. And don't forget to make it absolute by pressing F4. So if each cell is equivalent to this cell, then format that cell to a fill color of whichever color you prefer. And then select OK and again select OK. So you can see 12th row, 4th column 365. Let's check first row, first column. So first row, first columns is highlighted and the figure is shown over here. So this is how you can use the XMATCH and index function in Excel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.